the unknown.
I won't accept it, what the skeptics even have to say. They disconnected, redirected, and it's so cliche. So much evidence is building up in our possession. So many elements conclude the answer to this question. From the page of myth to actuality, to unlock the locked door, where's the magic key? Unlock the unknown.
So deep inside your soul, dig a little deeper.
Unlock the unknown.
Discovering the truth will make you feel freer. Like a raging bull you pain. These mysteries are hurricanes. The truth you seek is unbeknown. Unlock the unknown.
You have 77 counties in Oklahoma, people have reports in them, and 66 counties.
Cheyenne Indians call it Matzo Vista, meaning giant monster.
These are some of the best cast footprints that I've seen in a very, very long time.
North Canadian River Project, we basically focus our investigations on the North Canadian River or central Oklahoma.
Howdy folks, we are on the North Canadian River down near Lake Overholser. We just started from the north end of the lake up the river. We're going to go up the river a couple of miles, and then hopefully it'll be good and dark by then. The sun is setting, and then we'll slowly float back to our launch site at the north end of the lake after dark. Kind of quietly slip back down the river, see what we can hear and see what we can see on the FLIR. There have been lots of reports from this area, especially at night. So we're gonna give it a night float, see what transpired. It's probably about 7:30 p.m. right at the moment, Sunday, July 25th. We've got a good crew. Several folks came out tonight.
Everything started out smoothly, but little did they know, they were headed right towards the storm. Our team had different levels of kayak experience, anywhere from a very experienced kayaker, a veteran, all the way down to a beginner with no experience on a kayak. Nevertheless, the team did a great job working upriver, but they were headed right towards the storm. This kayak cruise has already been postponed for a few years now, and the team didn't want to let anything get in their way.
Ryan, the Squatch Ranger. We are on our float trip. It's been a long time coming. Evans has been trying to coordinate this for the past 3 or 4 years now, and it's finally come together, and we've gotten on the water. We've floated upstream for about a little bit over an hour. We're at a peninsula in the middle of Stinchcomb, and we found a sandbar to stop on, take a quick break. We've decided to break up into 2 groups. One group's going to head on upstream, upriver a little bit, maybe for 10 more minutes or so. We're going to wait for dark, turn on our night vision gear, and head back downstream, back towards Lake Overholser. So this is Squatch Ranger. We got Brian, we got Tom right here. Evans is running the camera. The 2 Jodies are going on. Noah and Madeline are also going upstream with us. so we will give you more as we go.
Tom and Brian stayed back on a main peninsula of the Stinchcomb Park. They kind of formed Base Camp 1 at a sandbar. Team number 2 went on and continued to kayak upriver, but it didn't take long before the team saw lightning and heard thunder, and it was a hard decision, but we did decide to turn back. The whole team was so impressed by the vegetation and the thick woods in this park. Something easily could be hiding back here.
Well, once again, the thunderstorms have caught up with us, and it's lightning and thundering to our north, so we decided, safety protocols, we would turn around and start heading back downriver to the launch. Yeah, did you guys catch our radio?
Yeah, I caught it.
Okay.
The original plan did not call for bad weather. Our intentions were to take our time floating back downriver when it got dark and really focusing on the shores and pointing our night vision cameras towards the tree lines, trying to find anything that moves, any type of wildlife, any signs of any creatures. We do have witnesses that have seen a Bigfoot creature on these same exact shorelines. Brian got out his Seek thermal imaging camera and got some great shots of the group, but we were in a hurry to get back to the launch point so we wouldn't get stormed on. So we couldn't really take our time in our efforts focusing on the tree lines along the shores. Nevertheless, we had a great time and we came up with a backup plan once we made it back to the launch point.
We went and drove past it, and there was a ditch behind it, you know, like a drainage ditch where you could see where something could easily come, you know, be right out here, and then just follow the drainage ditch up to a food source. So it made sense. I mean, at first it sounded crazy because you think of it coming from the city side, and you're like, well, nothing's going to be there. But then when you see how close it is to this, it was like, yeah, okay. That makes a lot of sense that something could just find an easy food source. So.
Did he say how old that report was or when it came in? Or
I'd have to ask him. I haven't talked to him in a while. Been a couple months. I'd have to ask him.
How recent that report was?
Yeah, he was trying to follow up on it. I think because they made a report, I think, to the Fish and Game.
Really? Wow.
And I think he was trying to track down who they reported it to.
Wow. Yeah, he had told me about that too. So we'll see Chris tomorrow morning. Maybe we.
Yeah, maybe ask him because I know he was going to try to find out more, or find out who it was who'd made the report. It was some employee.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, like you say, that drainage canal that goes from the lake over there, right up behind that.
It was just a drainage ditch that went right up behind the donut shop, and the employee was like taking out the trash first thing in the morning, went out to the dumpster and saw one there at the dumpster.
Yeah.
Wow. Which, I mean, that's exactly what
was
happened
that
at
little
Concho.
donut shop that
So.
we passed. Yeah.
I saw it. Yeah, and it's, I mean, from here, it's just right there.
Right.
So if you're something that lives here, it just, that's
you
not
can
a stretch
imagine,
at all.
they start making donuts early, that smell, and
That smell, yeah.
if it's a juvenile and he's hungry, I'm going right to that dumpster.
Yep.
So yeah, that's an excellent report.
What are you seeing?
Straight back in there.
Press record.
That's where he's seen a lot, and that house is like right here.
Mm-hmm. It's a big shape. Somebody else want to look?
We were hiking the perimeter road of the Stinchcomb Park when all of a sudden, we found ourselves hearing some tree knocks close by. Evans pulled out his FLIR and was able to capture this heat signature a very few feet from us.
What do you think?
I don't know if it's a person.
I know, that's what I was wondering. It's a person.
It sounded like really weak. Sounded pretty weak.
Still see him?
Yeah.
Is it walking or?
Appears to be moving between the trees.
You can see something large and glowing white on the left side of the screen, partially standing behind the tree. It looks like the top of another head just to the right behind another solid object. Take a look for yourself. You be the judge.